Our story for today is Little Red Riding Hood. She was called Little Red Riding Hood. She was always wearing a red hood. Her father was working in a faraway place. She lived with her mother, who was fond of baking cookies. Little Red Riding Hood helped her mother when she baked cookies. She also sang and danced to her mother's delight. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother baked a lot of cookies. She asked her, bring some cookies to her grandmother. Beware of the wolf, the mother said. Little Red Riding Hood met a wolf along the way. The wolf was so pleasant, she easily made friends with him. The wolf was just pretending to be kind. The truth was, he wanted to devour Little Red Riding Hood. The only thing that stopped him was the woodcutter nearby who were watching them. And where are you going, my dear? I am going to bring some cookies to my grandmother. Where does your grandmother live? She lives in the next village. Oh, I see. If you like it, you can take what road. He pointed at the road where he had come from. It is the shortcut to your grandmother's house. The girl followed the direction given by the wolf. She did not know that the wolf deceived her. The road was the longer way to her grandma's house. The wolf reached first the house of the Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother. Who's there? I'm Little Red Riding Hood. Mother sent me, the wolf said in a little child voice. The grandmother was shocked to see the wolf. She screamed for help. Help me, help me. The wolf immediately grabbed the old woman. The wolf tied the old woman with rope. He lay down on the wolf woman's bed and waited. All he ever wanted was to eat Little Red Riding Hood. The little girl was puzzled when she heard the voice of the wolf. She thought that her grandmother was sick, so there was a change in her voice. The wolf made his voice gently this time. Push the door and come in, he said. As Little Red Riding Hood entered, the wolf hid his body under the bed covers. Little Red Riding Hood felt sorry for her grandmother, not knowing that it was the wolf she was taking with. What can I do for you, Grandma? She asked. Come, Little Red Riding Hood, sit on the bed beside me, the wolf told her. Little Red Riding Hood climbed onto the bed. Little Red Riding Hood took the hand of the old woman to ask for blessing, but she was astonished to see the huge hands of the wolf. You get very big arms, Grandma, she cried. Little Red Riding Hood was alarmed when she saw the wolf's eyes. You also got big eyes, Grandma. What happened? The little girl exclaimed. The wolf's sharp teeth glistened as he smiled. Your teeth are also big, the frightened girl asked. Realizing something wrong, Little Red Riding Hood suddenly jumped out of bed. The wolf threw the bed covers and leaped out of bed. You little fool, he said. I will eat you. You're a wolf, Little Red Riding Hood cried. Yes, I am. The wolf grinned. The little girl screamed, "Help me! Somebody please help me!" A passing woodcutter arrived just in time. Before the wolf could gobble up the little girl, he cut the head of the wolf with one mighty stroke of his axe. Because of her bad experience with the wolf, Little Red Riding Hood promised that she would never make friends again with their kind.